What's going on, YouTubers, gamers, and fellow hobbyists out there? Welcome. Just move that out of the way. Welcome to Chill with Pete. I think this is the last Chill with Pete I'm going to be doing here in the Plymouth studio, as is. It's pretty chaotic here right now. Bit sparse in places, boxes everywhere, but got rid of a load of stuff as well, which I clearly didn't need. And I can even see more stuff now. One of the shelving units, the racks at the back of Mini Warzone, is down. The other is sort of taped up and ready to be assembled in the new place. There's only one rack left at the back. I can see stuff on the sparse shelves that I can throw as well, that I have no use for whatsoever. Yeah, so that's going to be a thing. Yeah, well, so moving then. We're talking days now. Days, I think. You know, provided all goes to plan. We've done everything we can do our end. We're waiting on the buyer's side. You know, it's all complications. Like they're first-time buyers, so they've got part of their deposit is obviously it's been gifted to them, probably by their parents, I should think, or something like that. They have to prove where it comes from. You see, and that hasn't been done yet. So the solicitors aren't going ahead with the exchanging at the moment. It could delay it by a day or so. I don't know. I don't know the legalities of it all, especially in conveyancing. It's a minefield, it really is. But this is Chill with Pete. I've got a cup of tea and a Cyberman mug. Don't know if you remember that. It's nice temperature at the moment, so I can drink it quite quickly. So yeah, the studio is in turmoil. But sorting through stuff which is good, needed to be done anyway. And at the end of the day, if everything fell through and it all went, you know, like, oh, it's not happening now, that's it, and we had to stay here for whatever reason, I've sorted through a load of stuff and that's cool. But I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think that's our destiny. I do think that we are going to get there, hopefully before Christmas. I told my mum a possible date, and because it chops and changes backwards and forth, yes, no, it's going to be this now, no, it's going to be this now, it's come forward, it's been put back. It's like, I'm not confusing her anymore, so I'm not doing that. So if it happens before, great. If it happens after, hey, that's cool. If it doesn't happen at all, at least we're not homeless. Right? So there is that. You've got to look at the silver lining on all these things. But if I say it's not stressful, I'd be lying. I'd be totally lying. Moving, I mean, it seems weird to think that all that time ago, we went, back in the summer, we went to stay in Seaton for a couple of days. And we had a great time. And because I've come from there originally, and it's like, oh, I miss this place so much. I've forgotten how beautiful it was, and nice and tranquil, and all round good. Ticking all these boxes. I've forgotten that. And Mrs. Mini Warzone was looking at it. It's kind of blew her away as well. And yeah, it's hard to think that all that time ago. It's like, wow, and here we are now. We're going to be moving there. What? Say what? Yeah. The stressful thing with this all is the removals. You know, we found someone that they can do it. Yes, they can do it on a certain date. And then that date changes, then you've got to find someone else. And can you find anyone else? It's difficult enough to secure someone to do it on the date we've asked for. Very, very difficult. I don't think these people realise just how difficult that is, you know, trying to do that. But, well, it is what it is, and I can't do anything about it. We've done everything we possibly can to make it happen. everything. And that's all you can ask, really, isn't it? So, yeah. So, I'm going up to see my mum today in Honiton, which is only 20 minutes away from Seaton. Not going to Seaton today, but going to Honiton to see my mum. Because I want to see her. It's been a while. And, yeah, well, my head is cold. I shaved my head this morning. Oh, perhaps I should have left it. Need a woolly hat today, I think. Very, very cold. Jumper weather now. I'm in the jumpers, you know. Hard to think, isn't it? Like, back in the summer, you think it was hot. And now I was thinking, wherever we go, I need to get a ceiling fan as well, because I think that would be cool. In more ways than just temperature. I think it would, because when you got desk fans, they tend to dry your paints out really, really quick. Whereas a ceiling fan, just moving the air around in a more gentle fashion, but cooling you down as well. Whereas desk fan is closer. It's like going on your models or your paints and that, because you know I get hot in the summer, and it was a hot summer, wasn't it? It was beautiful. So yeah, I'm sat here now with a heater, so couldn't be further from that. It's hard to imagine, it really is. But yeah, we're getting there. We're just carrying on doing what we're doing, packing and sorting and packing and more sorting, and you know, the end is in sight. Whatever the outcome, that end is in sight. I don't care what they do, what they throw at us. That end is in sight. And what are they going to do? End of the day, what are they going to do? It's happening. It's going to happen. It is happening. You've got to keep putting it out there to leave it. And when I start my new YouTube channel, as being in addition to this one, which I may have to start before I can do the hobby stuff, because I can't do the hobby stuff until my new loft is sorted, which is where I'll be storing a load of stuff that will be in my way otherwise. Although, you know, it's a possibility, but that probably won't happen until next year. Well, I'm pretty convinced it's not going to happen until next year, that because it's so close to the end of the year. Possible, but, you know, I don't know. Take another sip of tea. So there is that. I must trim my beard, actually. Make sure it's nice and tidy before I go and see Mama later on. So, yeah. So I can feel the heat from that heater now. It's just nice. This chair, of course, will be going with me. I'm going to take the other. I've got a couple of swivel chairs now, which is nice. But I will eventually be having guests, you know, in my studio and to the house in general, you know, family and friends. So yeah, we're going to be getting rid of our sofa and our armchair, because that armchair I bought, it was old and knackered when I bought it. 'Cause bought it for £9 from a charity shop years ago. I'm not taking that. I'm just going to get myself a new one when I get there, you know, eventually. But in the meantime, we're going to use blow-up chairs and swivel chairs to sit on. We got our bed, so that's the main thing. We're just going to sort ourselves out once we get there. I think you say travel light, but I mean, we've got so much stuff now. I'm having to incorporate a lot of my stuff here with the main move. But some of it's going to be put into storage, hopefully. Like half of our stuff is going to be put into storage, I would say. Well, no, more like a third or a quarter of our stuff's going to be put into storage. The rest will be taken up, and then the other stuff, the remainder, will be brought back. Hopefully the same day. That was the original plan, but again, things change all the time. Yeah. Next week is going to be a case of getting all the rubbish, the final rubbish clearance gone, and get that done, get that taken away, and you know, once and for all, then we're sorted. We are absolutely sorted then. In terms of all the gas, we've got this, literally everything we have, the boxes and all the stuff. This is just our stuff, you know, and that's good, that's cool. So, yeah, another sip of tea coming up. Strong cup of tea today. I did a quick Patreon video behind the scenes. If anybody wants to see that, please head on over to Patreon for as little as $1 a month, and you can see that. And there'll be other stuff on when we get to season. Wow, there's going to be some cool Patreon videos. I'm looking forward to that. Can't wait. Yeah, I still got a few models. 2-box, which is a bummer. But I think I can manage it. I think I can do it. Kill Team. I've got 2 Kill Team boxes. I've got the Kill Team like main set, the original from I don't know, about 4 years ago. I've got my Lord of the Rings role playing. I've got my Judge Dredd role playing. I mean, they're collector's pieces. You know, they're not really for playing those role playing games, because the Lord of the Rings, that role playing system, it's from the Ice company. Super complicated. I barely got it back in the day. I mean, I got no chance now. Judge Dredd was alright, as I recall. They were more complex back then anyway, but yeah, it's finding the figures for Judge Dredd. Possible we could get some solo action, Judge Dredd solo action in the future, but that's the future. But yeah, so dipping back to my other channel, which is going to be like local history, that kind of thing. You know, historical, outstanding natural beauty of the area, and hopefully a bit of inspiration as well on the journey of life, the journey of moving, getting to the place of your dreams. I'm not there yet, but I can feel it now. I can feel it like a tingling. It's going to happen. You know, when, I don't know, but it's going to happen. It is going to happen. It's just a case of when now. So that's something. We've done so much work on this house, had so much work done, and the garden wall was a major godsend, because that, where we are now, is high winds. The wooden fences just doesn't cut it here. They get blown down. Within a couple of years, they're knackered, you know. Well, say a couple of years. 3 years, you'd be start thinking about getting a new fence. If you're using fence posts and concrete in them in, their wind is that strong. It just knackers them. Just keeps on doing that, you know. And then over time, they wobble more and more, and then eventually, yeah. But brick wall now. So that's good. Brand new roof. Brand new bathroom. Kitchen needs updating, but that would probably have been one of our next projects. Well, actually, no, probably the living room would have been the next project, I reckon. That's just my reckoning. But yeah. So yeah, it's all go. I've just realised, you know, the water I get from my dehumidifiers, which is one of them is still going, by the way. And I use that to clean my brushes out, don't I? But my brushes are all packed away. No on the bench. I'm so missing doing it. I tell you, I am really missing doing it. But I need to tip away all my other water. Pour it down the drain. I think that'll be the best bet, because there's a lot of it. That'll be the best course of action, I feel. Yeah, so we are moving. I might be able to get some more footage to you before then. I don't know. The plan is I'm taking up Rufus, my dog, the cat Lucian. My wife is probably going to be taking him, but that's not set in stone. But that is the current plan. I'm going to go on ahead to get the keys. And another thing I'm hoping for is not rain. You know, anything but rain, because, you know, I don't want my stuff getting wet, basically. So as long as it's not raining, I'm cool. I might take the kettle and things like that, some tea bags and a couple of cups. You know, the essentials, a bit of milk, maybe. Don't really have a cup of tea. when we get there, you know. And that'd be good. Originally, our daughter was going to come up as well on the day to help. I don't know whether she's able to get the time off now. I'm not sure. I might be able to get my sister to come in for a couple of hours to dog sit whilst I potter around doing stuff, oversee the move, all that kind of thing. Yeah. So much to do. We're going to get it done, though. We are going to get it done. But stress levels are through the roof. But so are the excitement levels, people. The excitement levels are through the roof. I've been poorly recently. I'm only just coming out of that now. Stress amped up so much. I had to take a couple of days off work. My MS kicked in. Felt like a hangover constantly for days without drinking. But that's what it felt like, having a hangover. But the fog, I couldn't concentrate on anything, you know. It was really bad, but I'm alright now. I'd say I was okay now. I'm through it. And when we get there, oh man, it's going to be such a release. And a hobby analogy for you is a bit like when you've been using your airbrush and then you pack it away, you turn it off, your compressor, and then you pull the release valve to release any air out of it. If you've got one of the canister airbrush compressor, that's what I was trying to say. Yeah, so decorations, haven't bothered this year. We can't because we're in the process of moving. And when we get there, we're not going to bother this year because we just won't have time, and the area itself will be decorated beautifully. It always is. We have a lovely huge tree in the square and decorations and lights all around the town. It's going to be great. That will be our decorations. I'm looking forward to meeting whoever's going to be our new neighbours. I want to say hi. I'm your new neighbour. You know. Used to live here years ago. And I want to make some new friends and contacts and start the new life, the new chapter, new book. And I'm glad you guys are with me on the journey. It's just good to offload when you say, yes, it is stressful. It's good to get that off your chest because it's stressful. But it alleviates it a little bit by telling you that, because I know you're there with me, for it, wishing me well and wishing me luck and all the rest of it. I've been asked by a couple of people, where are you going to spend Christmas then? And I'll answer that here. I would say there's 99.9% chance we'll be spending Christmas in Seaton, in our new home. 0.01 or 0.1% chance we'll still be here. But if we are, we are. Whatever. I would like to get in before Christmas. Obviously you want to get in anyway, but another reason is just so that you can start sorting yourself out on what you need to prioritise to get sorted, like my work area and all that kind of stuff. It would be great to have the Christmas time off, because we get time off over Christmas to sort our work areas out, things like that. Make sure our internet's working, or we got mobile data, all that sort of stuff. Because that's a bit of a worry too, it's going to happen. I'm not overly concerned about that, because I'm going to. Oh yeah. Sorry, I was looking in this box. I'm thinking, what was the things in there? I distracted myself there. I'm just going to increase my mobile data on my phone to unlimited. I don't think it costs much extra, and I'll use that until we get the internet set up. But it's a case of connecting everything up, your monitors, your computer, blah, blah, blah. You know the score. How are we on there? 20 minutes. Right, let's get this tea drunk. Cheers, guys. I'll try and get another video done for you. If I don't know, I'll see you in Seaton. Hopefully. Come on, guys. Put it out there. Mini Warzone is going to Seaton. He lives in Seaton. Remember, all brush your teeth, or see you on another one. Bye for now, my friends. Bye-bye.